Welcome to Channel Samson Strength. I'm Samson. So I actually did a couple of takes because I was talking about something really personal. My rape, I was raped, and I kind of talked a little bit about that and named names. I named my rapist, so I'm not going to post that video because there's legal proceedings pending, but it's going to be public, and I'm going to come out with it because I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I'm actually just now figuring out what really happened to me. I was a scapegoat. I was led to believe that it was my fault, that I needed a babysitter, that I was defective, right? And although we are all imperfect, when I look back at my life and what I've done and how I've handled things and my relationships, I'm actually kind of pretty normal, what normal regular people would have responded. And yeah, when you're traumatized and you're put through trauma, you respond in certain ways like a normal person, right? Doesn't make it okay, right? You gotta fix your trauma. That's what I've been doing, right? So to get to a point where I can look back at it and say, yeah, I wasn't the bad guy here. Like, in fact, my anger was completely justified. And it goes back to Julie and I were in a fight. And she was telling me, Sam, you're crazy. You're bipolar. You're crazy. You need to get help. And I take it seriously, right? Like, when you get in a fight, you're saying things usually with a grain of truth if you're fighting fair, right? So I'm like, man, yeah, this is like the third woman in a row that's telling me I'm crazy and abusive and bipolar and everything else. And she started recording. She's like, oh, I'm going to put this on social media and you'll see. Everybody's going to tell you how awful you're being. So later on after the fight, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, we're going to go to therapy. Like, I'm freaking out about it, right? But then afterwards, she comes up to me, she's like, hey, Sam, I wanted to apologize. And it blew my mind. Like, it really blew my mind. And this is why I'm so grateful to have this woman in my life. She says, hey, Sam, I wanted to apologize. You had every reason to be angry. And it took me a long time thinking about this. That was the first time in my life that my feelings were actually validated. I mean, I had put up with so much abuse from my prior relationships. I literally didn't even know what it felt like for somebody to say, yeah, you had a right to be angry. We should, figure out what we could do about that, right? Like, it's not all my fault. And in addition, she was like, yeah. And then when I went back to watch that video that I took, I was way worse than you. I was way more embarrassed for my own behavior, says my wife, Julie. And that kind of humility, it's just invaluable. It's just invaluable. And Julie and I have this amazing relationship. We're just happy, right? And it's like normal because we're just happy. We're happy. And then like every once in a while we get into a fight. And yeah, sometimes the fight seems like the end of the world, right? But then it's like, but it's just so silly, right? So we barely fight anymore. There was one time I didn't give her a kiss goodbye because she was like all negative Nancy and what, no kiss? I'm like, oh, negative Nancy. And then it's like, she what? It's an abuse. Like, that's the worst thing. Like, my wife upset me. I didn't give her a kiss goodbye, right? But I gave her a kiss when I woke up, just to be clear, and I made her coffee in the morning. Like, so it's amazing. We're actually commended by our therapist for how we deal with conflict. So it's just incredible, and I could talk about that all night. But yeah, I'm being forced to deal with trauma from my past, and it's fascinating and wonderful and terrifying and all of those things. I'm gonna go do my route. Peace out. Old Testament.